I'm back. Hey everybody, here with DMA today. We are at the Denver Department of Public Safety job fair. I mean, does it get any better than this when you come back from vacation? Get a damn job, why don't you? Well, if you can do it better, why don't you come apply? Okay.
Let's go over here and check it out, see how it goes. Thanks everyone for coming in.
Let's check it out.
So let's go see how it goes. And I got my do better cards.
Let's go under the tree for a minute and just kind of take it in.
So, and this is like, these are for government jobs, right? Like fire department, police officer,
911.
dispatch.
Right? I thought the sheriff's department was supposed to be here. Boy, this is not a very hopping event.
No, it looks like not too many people are interested. We're right in the middle of it. It's from 10 to 2.
Yep.
So right now it's 12:30 our time. So it doesn't look like too many people are interested in working for the government. So let's see what kind of stuff. Maybe they got bottles of water there. I like that old fire truck. That's cool.
That's cool. Probably out of the museum. Firefighter museum.
So I got some people in here. Let's do one more. Show you guys my cards that Hector made.
Jen Wow, Princess. Hey everybody.
My graphic design and stuff. You got to hit up my.
Good. I got mods in here, so I don't
boss@gmail.com.
Get lost in the conversation. So if you're just joining me, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but this is an appropriate dog collar for members of the Denver Fire Department. We're here at a job fair, and I'm back from swimming with the dolphins at a wonderful time. No better way to come back and kick off reactivism. We're going to ask some questions today. Here with Denver Metro Audits. Just the two of us. This job fair is from 10 to 2.
So here with Big Sis. All right, let's go in.
Let's do it.
Okay.
In case anybody's wondering what this is about, the fire department likes to go for a walk when they're writing warrants for the homeless.
Yeah.
They like to have me walk them, so in case anybody needs to be walked today.
In the last video that you did, it's not released yet. You kept asking me, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Fire department guy. Condescending guy.
Yep.
So that's a good idea.
Yeah, so if we need to go for a walk, we're here.
Sorry about the wind, guys. So.
Oh, look, we've got somebody already eyeing us. Where are all the people?
Is this District 6?
Well, we're in District 6, yeah.
We're in District 6, guys, so...
We're going to give everybody a fair shot, but the question of the day is, if I want to get a damn job, as I've been told numerous times by the Denver Police Department, if you want to make a difference, do it yourself, what would disqualify me? Over here we have the canine unit. What would disqualify me? Where are all the people? Nobody's lining up to come get a job. It's just all government. Look at that cool fire truck. Love it. Huh. Who's here from where? So here's Denver's Department of Public Safety booth. Next we have the Sheriff's Department. Next we have the police. And I guess that's it. And the fire department. And the canine unit. And hi. We're just wanting to check out the event. So I have some questions, and we're just live streaming this for educational purposes. So if a person wanted to know what the disqualifiers were, who's the expert on that?
Well, we have those barcodes take them to our website that has the informational booklet that has all that information on there as far as drugs, background history, what you can and can't do, like all of the information and the time frames and timelines, that's all on there. But they contacted the civil service.
Right.
Email address for fire and police.
Okay.
And we can let them know that too, but it's all online.
But it's kind of hard to understand online. So if I were to give you like some basic information about myself, would you be able to say, oh, that's a lifetime disqualifier or a 5 to 7? Would you be able to say that? So one of my first questions is with the police department. I'm constantly being told, if you can do it better, get a job then. Okay. So a little bit about myself for disqualifiers. So I've never been convicted of a felony. So that's a good start. So the police department says that there's a certain list of lifetime disqualifiers, but then it jumps into the post certification because they rely so heavily on post, right? And you can't be a Denver police officer if you can't get post certified. Regardless if you're a lateral or a new hire, right? That's okay. So I've got that down. So for a person like me, my background, my criminal background, I have no felonies, no drug charges. The only charges I have are misdemeanor charges of interference with government operations or failure to obey a police officer. So I know that post says you can't be post certified. It's a lifetime disqualifier if you've ever been convicted of a misdemeanor of failure to obey. Is that right? Do you guys know that?
For ours, it's not. How many years ago was
For
it?
yours, what department?
The Denver Police Department.
For the police department. Okay. So recent, like within the last year, span 10 years ago. So I've got 2 convictions of, 3 actually, of failure to obey a police officer and 1 of interference of government operations. Those are my convictions. Now I have a lengthy arrest history, so I could still...
The biggest thing is you would have to apply, and then if we go through that application process, you would have to run that NCIC on you. And just review all of that and see what the minimum qualifications are up until that record and how many years that you cannot have had one of those.
But I can't get post-certified.
Well, then so we would have to actually dig deeper into it.
Would you?
Yeah, we would have to dig.
But that's something I could at least apply for and go through the process. I mean, it's not an immediate disqualifier to even apply.
No, if it's not, you haven't done it within a certain time frame. So I think the informational booklet will let you know. And I don't know if it's a 5 or a 7-year misdemeanor. Was it within 5 years? 1 year? One misdemeanor? 5. Yeah.
That's with the fire department, right? You're with the fire department?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same process.
It is the same. Because I thought I read 2 different explanations in that civil service manual for the police department separate from the fire department. But it's exactly the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do have the different booklets for police
Yeah.
and fire.
But they're the same.
Yes.
Minus the talk about being post-certified,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like technically easier to become a firefighter in Denver with that kind of criminal history, right?
That is correct because you don't do NCICs on firefighters.
You don't do NCIC on
But
firefighters.
if we had to look at, if you self-reported any misdemeanor incident, we would have to look into it.
Okay, any misdemeanors over a lifetime.
Yes.
Okay, but not necessarily with the fire department.
It's not initially done. An NCIC
Okay.
check is not initially done.
But it could be?
We can.
Okay. Yeah, because I am actually most interested in applying for a job with the Denver Fire Department. I really am. But one of the qualifications I have to have in the interview process is that I have to be in charge. So if I can't be in charge to begin with, I'm probably not a good fit.
That's funny.
Are you your own boss right now?
Yes, I am, and I don't follow orders well. That's why I'm here with this, because it's actually not for me. You know, it's a dog collar. It's geared towards the fire department because of all the mean things they do to the homeless when they're writing warrants to take their homes. They try to take me for a walk. So I just thought, in case I saw somebody I recognized from the fire department.
And who are you guys with?
Ourselves. Ourselves.
I just want to check my lipstick on the live stream.
Yeah, good. See, they've been so cool. It's so nice to be able to. Thank you. It's great to be able to have the dialogue because a lot of this is very educational, and we seek the truth.
Well, and we want people that are watching to apply. That's
Yeah,
what we're all here for.
there aren't a lot of people here,
No.
but this wasn't that heavily advertised.
I agree with you on that. I mean, we got here kind of late. You guys been here since 10, right?
Yes.
Has it been kind of the same outcome since then?
For the most part.
Really?
Wow, there's nobody
Wow.
here. That's a shame.
What do you think? Should we walk around some more?
Yeah, we should walk around.
Thank you,
But
guys. Thanks for the candy.
I swore I read in that manual that it was a lifetime disqualifier to have any charge of failure to obey. Can you double check that for me?
Yeah.
Can you get our card and then we'll reach out to you?
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Lynn was almost blew us away, so.
Oh, they blew away? Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One, too.
Yeah, Civil Service Commission.
That'll be the best thing to do.
Okay.
That way we could just give you more better correct.
Right.
We don't have our information with them.
Okay.
And so we could give you like general information at the moment, but as far as like disqualifiers, that way we could give you more precise and just email us and we'll be more than happy to.
But there's always room to be able to go through the application process and at least be given one opportunity to explain yourself. I mean, it's against the law to tell people they can't apply, but would you for sure get a call back for an interview or some sort of process in person? Is that guaranteed?
Doesn't happen until you're later down in the process.
After all the
Yeah, you have to do
disqualifiers are ran, you may never even get contacted, huh?
and you have to schedule like polygraph examination and then psychological.
Oh, you have to do all that first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that would sure be a waste of time if you were ultimately disqualified. Anyway, that's what's kind of confusing. I'm serious about it. I mean, I'm kind of old and fat, but well, yeah, I'm definitely over 21. What about you? What are you going to apply for?
I always wanted to be a fireman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right there, y'all want to go ask?
He'd be good.
Because, I mean, you can retire in 20 years, pension, right? Imagine
That's
being
why?
at 20, retired by 40, get a full pension. That would be badass.
Hey, Sus.
Okay. All right. Oh, right there.
Denver Fire.
Right there.
There's a fire booth.
Uh-huh.
To be able to tell you more about that.
I don't see anybody really from any command staff that I recognize from any of the departments. Are they here?
Here, they were here.
Were they?
There's a commander over there.
Okay. Which one is that? Is that Aaron Sanchez?
He's not here.
No?
Let's go talk to the police and then let's go talk to fire.
All right.
He's coming up right behind you.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, right here.
Potential candidate right here.
Look at him. I don't like to run either. Is this qualified? I don't run.
You know,
Sign me up.
I know of him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he just got promoted.
I don't know if I qualify, man. What do you think about things? Oh, criminal history. You guys don't like
Are you recording it?
We're live streaming, as a matter of fact.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I got
Come on
137.
down to Ball Arena for the drop.
Yes. Say it.
I know, we need some more people over here. It doesn't
We
look
need
too
good
lively.
people.
So.
Still burgers on the grill.
Oh, food too?
Oh, you guys got food? Oh, nice. All right, let's go talk to the cops.
Well, are you not going to ask any questions about?
No, I'm gonna let you. You're good.
You don't. You seriously. You should. Hey, where are they going?
If I get close to you like this, it's because I'm trying to get good audio because my live stream
Gotcha.
audio is not good. All right, here's the fire department guy.
You're leaving already? It's not over. It's just starting. Well, that's too bad. I want a tour of the
I got some
truck.
Skittles. I want to go talk to the cops, see who,
All right,
if we
let's go.
recognize anyone.
Let's go talk to the cops.
See what district they're from. We got Denver Sheriff there.
Uh-huh.
So they got city cops as well. This is going to be demonetized.
Oh, this is where all the food is. Yeah, are we going to get nailed for that?
They do have food. Maybe before we leave, let's get a burger.
I'll pass.
We'll pass. We paid for it.
Yeah, I know. I might get a bottle of water, though. This is the food tent. There is nobody here to apply for a damn job.
Only ones. There's like a couple, like there's a guy right there. There's hardly anyone here.
Oh, those are the restrooms right there, by the way. That trailer back there.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually good. I like that song, though, they're playing. That's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I'm serious about this because there's a lot of information out there about what disqualifies you.
Yeah.
Are you a commander?
I'm a sergeant.
You're a sergeant.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Guzman. How are you?
How you doing?
Doing okay. So we came out to check out this job fair because everybody keeps telling us to get a damn job. And the cops are always telling us if we think we can do it better, we should apply.
Yep.
So we're trying to figure out if we'll even get through the application process.
Well, civil services. Right?
Yeah, we did. We just spoke with them.
Okay.
So we were talking about disqualifiers,
Okay.
right? And
Yeah, they're probably the best ones to talk to about.
yeah, kind of. I mean, they had some information, but
Yeah.
as far as going through the process, it's a little confusing between the Denver Fire Department and the police, even though they said it's the same thing. I was just trying to give a scenario of my criminal background because I've got a lot of charges of failure to obey, right? Convictions, not just charges. But the cops are always telling me, if I think I could do it better. But one of the things I would have to have in place is for me to be in charge right off the bat. So that's probably not going to work out, is it?
No, you got to start off at the bottom and move.
I don't want to start at the bottom. I'm too old. I'm too old.
You don't look that old.
Yeah, I'm way too old to start out at the bottom.
Well,
I need my retirement quickly. I don't have 20 years, trust me.
oh, you have 20 years.
Oh my God, I'd be over 70 years old.
Oh, shit.
She looks young.
Yes, you do.
I'm not young, and I'm overweight, and I don't like to run, and
Well, yeah, you have to. In the academy, you got to run. You got to do some physical stuff. But it looks like you work out, no?
could I be not on patrol? Do I get that option?
No, you have. They start you out in patrol.
Always. Huh.
Yes, ma'am.
That's discouraging. I just don't think women should be thrown into patrol. Look,
They do an awesome job.
most of them do, but there are some of them that probably shouldn't be out there. If they cannot keep up with their peers in a life-saving situation, look, I would be honest through that process.
Yeah. Well, they put you through an in-depth academy, and I haven't seen any issues from my perspective. But you go through the academy, they work with you, they get you up to par. And know where you should be.
What about injuries? What if you have injuries?
Injuries, they work with you if you can get you along if it's a minor injury. But
Are there disqualifying injuries?
again, you'll have to check with civil service.
Oh, okay.
Maybe call the Denver Police Academy or the Denver Fire Academy to find out what their disqualifiers are. Because honestly, I don't know.
I never read up that there were any physical disqualifiers. Of course, that would be discrimination. So I don't think they could actually put that in print. But if I literally got through the hiring process and I get into this academy and I don't have full range of motion in my shoulder, that's a problem. Would you agree?
That could be a problem, but if you're
Especially on patrol.
Yeah. But again, you go through a medical when they hire you. That you go through a medical and a background, and they check all that, and they'll let you know if there's going to be any issues. So.
Thank you, Sergeant Guzman. Can I have your card, please?
You
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
or
nice
see you again. What is everybody packing up?
Yeah, they're closing at 1. Can I write my badge number name? Because I gave my last card number.
Yeah, write it on the back of
No
that.
worries.
What is the deal with you guys not having cards?
I try to bring as many as I can. Unfortunately, my granddaughter threw up on my shirt. And
I hope she's just a little baby.
so I had to change shirts, and I only had like 3 cards in there.
Oh, okay. I'd take puke-smelling cards, too. As long as it's baby puke.
Well, you may.
It's not as bad as adult puke.
That is true.
Milk, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You guys take care. Be careful.
All right, we will.
Watch your feet. Somebody was out here. Somebody said they passed out. or
I'll
something
bet.
earlier.
Can't come out here dehydrated.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
You guys
can I have a
want
bottle of water?
Yeah. Have the water. Exclusions apply. You guys want water? You want water? Yes, please.
International Bears having a huge summer sale. Right now, buy one suit, get one free. Come and save on the styles you love. Things like Stacey Adams.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
You guys have a good one.
We will. Thanks.
Hats, belts, shoes to
So
socks.
friendly.
Yeah, they're super friendly.
I love it.
You know, they probably take their best PR type of people on these types of situations.
Well, you would hope.
Yeah.
One would hope.
Like Officer Rain or all the the crazy guys.
They're literally packing up. The job fair is over now. What if you wanted to come out at 2 o'clock? You guys can't do that.
They might be closing down early, guys. See what we got here. You guys closing down early or still 2? Right. Okay.
I guess maybe the cameras.
Start packing it up. All right. What do you guys got here?
I think we're probably asking too many questions. Everything was fine until we got here, and now all of a sudden the job fair is over. What the hell, Denver?
We got ourselves.
Oh, they got pens right on.
It says, got the blue line on it. It says integrity.
Well, that's what we
courage,
need
and
to do. We need to collect pens. Do you get the feeling the job fair came to an abrupt end once we got here?
Yeah, that's true, guys. Did you notice
Yeah,
that? As soon as we got here, they all of a sudden were packing it up too.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting the short end of the stick here.
Sponsorship proceeds will directly benefit the free drop in mental health
I mean, the canine unit packed up right away. I think one of those is Brian.
Like going out, guys. They're supposed to be open for another more than an hour.
What if you saw this and you couldn't get here till 1:30?
Yeah.
You drive all the way down here from who knows where. You know, traffic is horrendous right now. So if you couldn't get here until close to 2, I mean, what if that's that one person that they could hire? They're not very serious. Yeah, they're not very serious about this. Coast Guard, the Coast Guard is here.
Lincoln Park, Globeville, Elyria, Swansea. Give your student a supportive environment to get their high school diploma, GED, or internship. Colorado High School Charter.
Yeah, we want to know who's in charge. Oh, it's Armando Saldalte.
Tuition is covered by the school. Take classes like welding,
Here's your guy in charge, Armando.
What if somebody came over here?
Hi, Armando. How are you? You're a public face today. I'm Regan Benson. Nice to meet you. So why are you guys packing up early? You probably shouldn't do that. You're not in charge? That's Sheriff Diggins from the Sheriff's Department. Hi. Why are you guys packing up early? What if that one person couldn't get down here until 1:30? You guys advertise 10 to 2. You have to be good at least with your word. So you shouldn't be packing up. I'm just here by myself. Yeah, I just pay very close attention to what goes on in your jail and with the police department. But no, we were seriously wanting to get some information because we're constantly, I mean, you can see, we're constantly recording our public officials, and we're being told that if we think we can do it better, we should go get a job. So we're kind of
here. So
yeah, we're kind of here to get some information and civil.
One of these recruiters would stay and talk to you.
Yeah.
Any one of these recruiters would. Civil Service Commission was awesome. We started there because there's a lot of questions about disqualifiers and stuff like that.
Got it. Well, we appreciate any recruitment help that we can get.
Yeah.
Great career. I've been there 28 years, and I'll tell you, I wouldn't have changed it for anything being a Denver sheriff or Denver police officer, Denver firefighter, or 911 operator. It's an awesome calling. It really is. And we'll be happy to have people apply for technical process. So we appreciate your help in spreading the word.
Well, we want good people. I mean, we want to try to understand. So that's why we're here. But by the way, I have a very old complaint in your sheriff's department, and it's not getting any movement. Something is very wrong with your complaint process, and you need to check into it. So my name is Regan Benson, and I have a very specific complaint from March this year that nobody's gotten back to me on.
All right. Well, I'll have somebody give me an update. Did you file it with the PID, the Public Integrity Division?
Yes, I did, and I was called, and I was told that I would get a call back to tell me how it was going to be handled.
Okay. I would reach out to the PID director, who is Frank Gomez.
Uh-huh. Can you call me back? Can you write my information down on this piece of paper?
Oh, I won't call you back because the director of PID is over that investigation. So I'll reach into her, and I would recommend you reach into her as well.
Do you remember my name?
Regan Benson.
Thank you.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
How's it going, man?
Gun locks.
5 more years, I'll retire.
That's a problem, getting that off your gun when you need it. But I like the pen.
Your job. Do you want a friendly work environment in a business that's growing? Well, Aramark Uniform Services needs people like you. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., drive to Aramark Uniform Services.
Oh, this is also advertised as a car show.
Veronica, and get a better job.
There's DMA over there. Seriously, why are they packing up? Huh? No, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm good. He might.
Yeah.
My friend might. He
Yeah,
said he
we've
wanted a
got hot
burger.
dogs and burgers there that I don't want to throw them away.
Yeah, I'll remind him.
Ask Brad if they're just taking out there.
Well, they're offering the food. This just seems like more of a social event. I think this is more of a social event than anything.
Right.
So, Guzman was offering food. So if you want any food, I said I would come tell you.
Before we leave.
Yeah, do
You
it.
know, I was thinking, like, how many tax dollars do you think were spent?
We're just with ourselves. You're with 911. Yeah, we're live streaming actually because I have so much respect for 911. I want to tell you guys, and I know that you're working under a lot of pressure, and there's wait times, and there's a lot of talk around being able to access emergency services. But yeah, what are the disqualifiers for 911? What are lifetime
You can't have a criminal background.
Well, you can have some.
Some, but like
No felonies.
Yeah, no felonies.
Felonies, because we have access to check warrants or run vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
So in order to get the clearance to do that, you can have a felony.
Yeah, we had a girl that was in the class training, and they ran her name, and it came up she had a felony, and they sent the cops in there to pick her up and take her.
Because she had a warrant? A felon? Oh my God. Well, so how does a person like that get through the hiring process? She shouldn't have been there.
That's what we're wondering too. But there's times where the background check is ongoing while you're still working in training. So
that's a waste of
People
money.
aren't dumb enough to apply if they have a felony.
That's what we said too. Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's kind of common sense, I would think.
Exactly. That's what we said. Well, why do they even apply if they
Right.
have a felony?
Right.
Maybe she didn't know.
Maybe she didn't know she
Hey,
had the felony
it's not hard. I mean, you never know what
Yeah,
the
felony,
cops are gonna.
what's it called? Where you're convicted, felony conviction, I can see that would be stupid.
Yeah.
Felony warrant, maybe they didn't know.
Yeah.
That's because that happened.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, but you guys should apply.
Okay. We will definitely think about that. Thank you.
You must have a dog. Is that the first time you bought something like that? Is that going to work? Because I've been wanting to buy something like that for my dog.
For your dog. Yeah, this is my dog collar. And the reason I'm carrying it, as you can see, the fire department's split in a hurry. So the fire department comes out and writes warrants to take away the homes of the homeless. And they're very cruel about it. And one of them is constantly wanting to take me for a walk. So I bought him a collar. Because I thought maybe if I saw him here today, he'd want to go for a walk.
I was just wondering if it really worked for a dog, because I guess that's,
I don't know.
Doesn't
What's your
feel.
soap transparency? Thanks for the 10, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to have a big dog, I guess. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You as well.
So, saying, how many public employees are, how many tax dollars do you think was spent today versus how many people they actually recruited?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was
lot.
worth it. Especially
Exactly.
they're packing it up early. And
Exactly.
they spend money on the food. And,
Go get the food because he said they were throwing it away.
oh, they're throwing the food away. It's already gone.
I should probably have.
I'll just get something else.
That's a shame that we're throwing food away.
I know.
When
Should
it
we
could
grab
go-
the food and let's go give it to the homeless.
When they could
You
just
wanna do
take
that?
it right to the street.
Let's go see.
It's all about hugs and handshakes and socializing. I mean, why not? We pay for it.
Can I get a burger too? It's like one burger.
Burger or cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger. You want a cheeseburger?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Bikers came through, hooking them up with a burger.
There's the cars. Oh, they don't have the Tesla
Let's
here.
go check them out, all these old cars. Let's go check them out.
All right. I don't know about that Corvette, but I know about the Tesla. The Tesla that the Denver Police Department brings out was obtained through seizure for a drug case. But you'll see this car in a bunch of Facebook videos. This lowrider's been around forever. I mean, what do we pay for this kind of PR? So you can get advertising. This is interesting. You can get advertising on a police car like this at these social events, at these PR events.
I guess so. That's cool.
Newselman Jewelers. What the hell does a jeweler have any association with the police department?
Yeah. Oh, just because they want to throw the advertisement on there?
You guys want to look at the 64?
Yeah, I do want to look at the 64.
Okay.
This place is where I get all my exhaust on, guys.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they're good people up there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, let's check out the 64.
1964
Galaxy.
Ford Galaxy.
It's a property in the Denver Police Museum.
Oh, okay.
And we are recreating a car from every decade. So we've got a Model A, we're working on a Model T at some point, but all the way through, one from each decade. So
was this one actually a police car?
Not.
It was not actually.
But we had this model.
Right, gotcha.
So all the equipment on it is original.
Cool.
So
let's check this out. I love old cars like this. Yeah. I got myself a 51 Ford. Actually.
Oh, you do? I love.
Yeah,
in fact, we're going to try to get a 51 or 50 Ford as our 50s car.
Cool.
Oh, so is that the same type of radio that you guys had
That's
back
exactly
then?
like that. Yeah, if you look at Adam 12 and stuff, they have the same.
Oh, wow.
That's
same
cool.
deal. And then you'll see here, that was the coat.
That was the coat?
That they would have worn at that time as well.
Nice.
Let me turn on that light for you.
I mean, somebody could throw one of those coats on today and you wouldn't really be able to notice the difference.
Exactly.
They're pretty similar.
Oh, exactly.
A car.
Fire it up for us. I want to see the siren go.
It's a car from every decade.
Yes.
Oh, look at.
Siren
That's
is definitely
cute.
not as loud as the newer ones. Oh, really?
This is District 4. Holy shit. What an embarrassment for this car. Wow. Jeez. They are not serious at all about recruitment. I'm sorry, they're just not. This is a big fucking stunt. That's all this is. And where is this car all the time? There's no reason for government to have this shit. None. Absolutely none. Ugh. I want to know about this Corvette.
So there was none of that. But an officer would ride in the back. There were 2 reasons to that car. So they would ride in the back, so they would ride with the
Gotcha.
So that's changed that as well.
Does this one have air conditioning?
It does.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It's got air
Exactly, yeah.
conditioning.
But I don't know if the actual, at that time whether the officers got air conditioning.
Is there an actual physical location of that museum?
Yeah, we're in headquarters.
Oh, you're in headquarters.
But here, if you guys ever want to come by.
Yeah, I didn't even know this.
We are going to, we have required land down at the stock show. So
Okay.
we're going to build a physical facility.
You're going to build. How is that funded?
We're going to do it privately.
Like by a foundation? Is
We're
that?
a nonprofit.
Okay, gotcha.
And we have about 900 officers who donate monthly to the museum.
Oh, do
like
they?
$5, $10, whatever. And we do a lot of work with the schools.
Okay.
We just completed Denver Forensic Science Day.
Oh, cool.
And
so actual education.
It's going to be, that's what our focus is going to be. So helping kids with human trafficking to look for the signs on safety, online safety, what dangerous emails look like, what gang recruitment looks like. And then they can meet the officers and they can really learn what the function of the police is.
Is that an actual school event? And do parents get to know that that's going on?
That is the way it's going to work, yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
We work with STEM.
Uh-huh.
And so the parents have to sign a permission slip.
Wonderful.
Then they come down
An opt-in.
Right.
I
exactly.
love it. God, you
And
guys are awesome.
It's we show them the bomb squad and the robots, and again they did a CSI thing where they all gowned up and they went and collected evidence and all that. So it's an optional thing, but most kids learn about the police from television, so it's highly inaccurate.
Yeah.
So to get to meet the police and actually see what the careers are. See you guys.
What's the scoop on this car? Where does this?
Well, this was a recruiting tool. It was paid for by private funds.
Paid for by private funds.
Yeah, and what they did is, back in the day, they don't do anymore. They used to take it to Bandamere, so it raised. And so a lot of people that were interested in being police officers, were into that. So the foundation. You see, their logo on it, and some of these different folks put it together. And they used it as a recruiting tool. I will tell you that when you drive this and you drive this, the public has much different opinion.
Yeah.
People ask me if Andy knows I stole the car.
Cute.
So
right.
I tell him Andy let me have it.
So it has the official logo on it.
It does.
It says District 4.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
and
District
see,
4.
And you can see that the badge was gold back in the day. And District 4, the guy who put it together was in District 4. That's why it's.
Oh.
What about the legality of this? So if you're not a police officer, are you allowed to drive
We don't.
this?
Oh yes, but we're not. We don't.
They're
we don't
a
turn on
foundation.
we don't turn on any of the sirens.
Right.
We just drive it, and people will stop us, like I am with you guys.
Right. But I'm just saying, I'm not that I'm saying it's bad. I'm just saying,
No, well,
could you technically be charged with impersonating a police officer for driving this vehicle?
No. In fact, I know one time they had somebody who actually was in a fight, and so the retired officers were in it, so they called the police.
Oh, wow.
So, but somebody asked me if it was still on the force.
There's a riot helmet.
What happens when you defund the police?
That's not that old.
They could drive in a 64.
But
They
I
did it
make,
back then, they could do it now.
Yeah,
Bell.
but we don't wear uniforms or, anything like that. So, no.
I just know there was this guy who bought a police car at an auction.
I
Remember?
know.
You see that?
That was
And
scary.
then they ended up charging him with impersonating a police officer.
Yeah.
Well, because he was stopping people and all kinds of
No. That's a different guy.
Oh.
I'm talking about some guy that bought it at an auction. And
Really?
it was all good. He had it registered.
Wow.
He ended up
All
winning.
packed up and
He
gone.
wasn't
It's
impersonating,
5
but he had
after
to go
1.
jump through all these hoops. But I know who you're talking
What a
about. He was
trip.
security guard guy.
Yeah.
They would pull people over and stuff on his motorcycle.
I still don't.
Yeah, I saw that.
see any need for these recruiting tools. Here's my recruiting tool. Here's my Thank you for that education piece about the foundation, because that's really important, especially when you're involving the kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty critical about the Denver Police Department's involvement with the kids when the parents have no idea.
Exactly. They need to know, and
yeah.
You know, and we're going to design some programs for kids that have, you know, been in tough homes. Again, where they have an option if they want to come spend time and meet, you know, work out and that type of stuff. Because we got to design things, you know, that are geared toward facilitating communication. But it needs everybody
should
needs
be education.
To be.
I mean, it really should boil down to 100% education, not indoctrination.
Right. And let people learn to think. They need to learn to think, not what to think.
Thank you.
And the thing is that there's all sorts of careers in law enforcement.
Sure.
You know, like the CSI thing.
Right.
The science and stuff. And so visiting with younger kids so that if that's something they want to do, they kind of know what path, you know, classes they need to take and stuff like that.
I respect that. I really do.
And you know, it was one of the things I would mention to you as well. When we did the CSI day, one of the kids came up and asked one of the scientists, he said, why is it that we investigate people that we know are not guilty? And he said, that's why we're here today, is to show you what the way we need to investigate is to take the evidence and see where that goes. And I could tell with that kid, the light came on.
Yep.
He's like, I understand what you're saying.
How old do you think?
They were middle school.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. And
so as long as it's privately funded.
It is. And the fact is that we're trying to work with other foundations too that work with youth violence and things to bring their expertise in. So it's a broad perspective of what needs to be done. Yeah.
Can I have another one of those cards? I don't think I took one from you. I think he just did. So I'm really interested.
No problem.
Thank you very, very much.
No problem. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for taking the time.
Oh, anytime.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What a nice guy. Seriously. So I support that kind of stuff. I do. You know, I'm not a fan of public education, but people aren't there yet to understand that they need to quit handing their kids over to the government. So I was always about opting in to extra programming that I had no idea was going on with my children until after the fact. This opting out bullshit after the fact doesn't work well. What a shame. I mean, it's not even 10 after 1.
Yeah.
And they're completely packed up. What a trip.
You know, like I was saying to them and the audience, is that accountability is doing what you say you're going to do.
Exactly.
So,
they
like,
can't even do this.
You're going to be here till 2 and then you bounce out at 1. Like I said, that's like a slap in someone's face. It decides to show up at 1:30.
Yeah,
you know,
they're not
that's
serious.
Not cool. I mean,
they're
like
not
I use
serious.
the analogy of restaurants all the time. If they say that we're open till 10, and someone shows up at 9 and they're already closed, it's like
bad business.
That people will actually go out of business or they lose business because now they're like, oh, I'm not going to go back. They can't even. I don't even know if they're going to be open, right? But see, that's like I always say, that's the difference between the free market and government, right? They have a monopoly, so it doesn't matter.
No accountability. Zero. Now, did you get your burger?
No, I'm still waiting.
Are you?
She's cooking them up for us.
Well, that's nice. I wonder where this girl is housed. I should be out on Colfax, giving the hungry some food instead of grief. I'm really disappointed that they can't even stay true to a recruitment process. They don't care. You know, Payson is in the news all over yesterday, bitching about how many officers have left Denver. They've always got an officer to respond to a homeless call. They've got buku officers to respond to sweeps, hours and hours and hours of sweeps every week. Are we really that gullible that we have bought into this idea that there's not enough police officers? Give me a fucking break.
Well, I mean, when they send, what did they send? I think it was 13 officers for me and Sweet Tea at the Social Security Administration.
There.
For two people recording.
But in Denver.
Me and you.
Just
and
in Denver. Look at
me and you and Sweet
go
Tea,
into
remember?
the trash compound.
We had 8 to 10 officers there for us just recording in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and you know, that's happened with me in Donut Hole, where they send all these tons of officers. Denver, District 3, District 4.
Yep.
And it's like, well, they got that many officers for
I
just
know.
a couple of guys with cameras.
I know, and they
It's
can't
like-
respond to serious
and then,
911 calls.
And then like the accident where those crazy kids, they were drunk
45
and drove
minutes?
into an electrical transformer.
Right.
Took them 45 minutes and they just let them go.
But it's the messaging. Look, it's the messaging. That's what people see when there's like a serious accident. Oh my God, we don't have any police. They're overworked.
Right.
They've all quit. And so it pulls on emotion and everybody feeds off of that. But these people, they're not out there during the week, Monday through Friday, to see 50 officers responding to homeless sweeps, to bullshit with people recording. People are gullible. That's what it boils down to. They're just damn gullible. And look at this. They are absolutely not serious about hiring. This is a fucking social event. Nothing more.
Like I said, I would like to see how much fruit came out of this and how much, how many actual hires
The return on investment
would yield from this particular event here. It looks like, there's tons of public employees here. There's tens of thousands of dollars probably spent on this event here today.
Right.
So, was it worth it?
Right.
Are they being overly funded in the first place?
We're those horrible people that, think that defunding the police is an invitation into anarchy. No, we're realists.
Well,
we know. Yeah, but even true anarchists know what anarchy is.
Right.
People have bought into that fear and that messaging that it would just be total chaos.
Yep.
And we'd all be killing each other on the streets.
Yep.
Setting the buildings on fire.
You want to know what anarchy is? Do you ever go to Costco parking lot?
Why?
Because literally that's what I did when somebody first told me this. I laughed too, but it's actually serious. They don't have any stop signs. They don't have any signage at all, and people just go there and they stop and they yield for the pedestrians and they go through. But there's not actually any signs or crosswalks or anything like that.
Costco? Yeah. Really?
And that's what anarchy. If there was just
exactly
no police, it's not like people are just going to be out murdering and And here's things. Maybe in some of the lower class neighborhoods they would, but the reason why the lower class neighborhoods even exist is because of government is the root of that in the first place. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So, if you got to keep 100% of your, say even if you make minimum wage, you just doubled your income right there. Because most Americans pay 50% of their income to the government after taxes and fines and fees and everything, permits. Imagine if you just doubled your income. Would you be able to afford private policing, or would you be able to afford to buy a 9mm to protect yourself? Right?
Did you get a gun lock? Sorry to interrupt. Did you get a gun lock off the table?
No, I didn't grab one.
Yeah. I don't need one.
Yeah, who needs a gun locked? You want it locked, right? Just want it ready to go.
Yeah.
That's how it is, guys. And thing about anarchy is people think anarchy means no
Sheriff
rules,
Diggins
but it
is
really
left.
means no rulers.
Did you get that? That's Sheriff Diggins from Sheriff's Department that's cooking.
No, I didn't get it. Thanks for cooking me up a burger, man.
That's what we do. We serve and protect.
Serve and protect?
Sometimes serve hamburgers.
Okay. Are you District 6?
No, sir.
No, he's Sheriff's Department.
Oh, you're Sheriff's Department. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Sheriff's Department.
Gotcha.
They're citywide. You should be cooking these for inmates when you let them out of the jail. Don't you think? Would you agree with me?
I'll take that recommendation into consideration, man.
They're trustees, right? And they're out. That would be cool for them to get a burger.
No, they're just out on a PR bond. Because the Denver Police Department wants to abuse the jail system and put non-violent people in your jail. You appreciate the Denver Police filling up your jail with non-violent offenders. Are you serious right now? You appreciate
the Denver Police
that?
Department doing a great job. I have a lot of respect for the Denver Police Department.
Come on, it's a PR event. You like filling up that jail like that with all those mental health issues? You know it's not good.
Great collaboration with the Denver Police Department. They do a wonderful job.
No, they don't. But that's okay.
That's
You're entitled to your opinion.
What was the guy that we used to like? That was at the jail. Well, he got caught stealing allegedly. What was his name again?
Got caught stealing.
We did the panel on it.
Oh no,
The
that
Latino guy.
wasn't that the police department? Yeah, that was the police department.
He was D4 or D3 or what?
He
D6.
was,
D6.
yeah, he was District 6.
What was his name though?
I forgot. He and his son.
Yeah, him and his son. I wonder what's going on with that. It's probably still preliminary stages and all that stuff.
Hey, last time I was in your jail, though, by the way, that case got dropped because the Denver Police Department screwed that up pretty bad. But I spent, 10 hours in your jail in a solitary cell, exercising my ability to redress government very loudly.
Hey, how you guys like your burger?
And I was feeling very, very helpless. And so I asked for mental help. And I was serious about it. And they were very, very responsive. I want you to know that. And they were serious. Yeah, and that was yeah, and we're not doing it right. And I'm glad that you're recognizing that. But that's
Did you hear
long.
me? He said you got to do better.
Gotta do better.
I like that.
He said it.
That's going to go in my intro.
Not just our department, our society has done more
Yeah,
when it comes to mental health care.
I agree.
It's a whole issue of program. Yeah, I think that is.
You ready, brother?
Go ahead, man.
See, it's barbecue for your friends.
Point at which one you want. First, Sheriff
Hey,
Diggins himself serving up burgers to
Ladies
the
first.
community.
Nayeli, sis. Yes. Hey, sorry.
I'm gonna have some new perfume by the time I leave.
It's getting even hotter next to this grill. Jeez.
While they're standing right in front of it.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Well, this is the job fair. This is what's left of it.
All right, which one?
From 10 to 2. They were all gone by 1, and within, I'd say 15 minutes of us getting here with cameras, they all just packed up and left. And now it's just about serving burgers. So I could have brought some hungry people with me.
That one on the end, brother, please. Thank you, DPD, for all you do. Hey, I'm the sheriff. And sheriff. And sheriff. Yep, I did say that. He said that. He did say that. Sheriff, too. All right. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Yeah.
Interesting. I got a lot of opinions. You gonna get your burger? DMA? You want me to hold that while you get your burger? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to get my burger, guys.
Down?
Yeah, just make sure it don't fly off.
I'm steadying it. Want to talk about District 4. Interesting. I grew up in District 4. Truth.
We found out he didn't even show up. The new season instead, so he left his hanging.
Yeah, I missed it. I got to get on that.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them except for that last one.
It's a great thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost a perfect day, temperature-wise. So, in case you didn't know, we're in downtown Denver. This is downtown. This is Ball Arena here. It used to be called the Pepsi Center.
So, yeah, we're just setting up a hammer roller stuff. So, yeah, that'll be on the 24th.
So you heard Sheriff Diggins say that somebody's going to be getting back in touch with me about my complaint from clear back in March.
Isaiah, Philip? They're not looking at you guys too?
They're just delicious. Like, man, it's the best hot dog I've ever had.
He's very thankful for the Denver Police
Here we go,
Department.
guys.
He could have just said nothing.
Thank you.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I got it. I'm good.
Good dude.
Try to get my protein.
Heck yeah. And your saturated fat.
I worked out hard yesterday, so hit upper back and calves.
Good for you. I got to get back on it.
Oh, I want to tell you something.
It's been 10 days of being fat and happy.
No, I want to tell you something. You, I've noticed this for a while. You've lost a bunch of weight.
Oh, bullshit. No, I haven't.
think you have.
No, I haven't.
For sure.
It's just what I'm wearing.
Since like the very beginning, when I first knew you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
you should be commended for that.
I'm putting it back on.
I mean,
Oh, look, I'm honest about when we're talking about weight, when we're out here talking about cops and physical fitness standards and all that. I wouldn't even pretend to be in shape to be able to do this job. I wouldn't put myself out there. You know what? I don't have a problem saying I could be putting myself and others' lives at risk. I'm not in great shape, and I am overweight. And there needs to be physical fitness standards, and we've moved away from
I'm not a
it.
gas girl. I'm a charcoal kind of guy.
But I don't like messing with the things.
Anybody gas girl, professional out here? I mean, nobody. Everybody's
How
charcoal
about
like
Smoker?
me.
He says he's just a
No,
professional
guy.
charcoal
Yeah,
griller.
cut it off, bro. But on the bottle's really bad. Right there, Rob.
You got a permit for that? Fire department's supposed to give you a permit for that.
Actually, that's true, right?
It is
You're only
true.
supposed to have a 1.5 gallon tank.
Only a
without
one,
permit.
even a 1 gallon. Only a 1 gallon is
1
legal,
gallon tank?
and these require special event permits. But you know, it's government, so we do what the fuck we want.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
So here's the job fair, advertised from 10 to 2.
Oh,
we
my
got
phone
here.
says temperature.
Does it?
Yeah.
Those iPhones are the worst.
It might have cut off.
So you're probably not streaming anymore.
It says temperature, yeah.
Yeah. This Android, that's why I like this Android. It can tolerate some shit. It's dusty, but it's working.
What do you say? You want to call it?
Yeah.
Let's get back into the air conditioning, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. He didn't want to take our picture. That's a shame. He just got the camera out. He's going to do a group picture.
Oh, is
He
that what
didn't
he
even invite us.
Oh, we should just go in there and barge in on it, should we? Wouldn't that be hilarious if we were in their group picture?
Uh-huh. Oh, Diggins.
But they didn't invite us. They didn't invite us, though.
Diggins is you know what? I don't like that guy. He's the sheriff. And I do not think he should be the sheriff. And Sheriff Furman, the sheriff we had before him, was very good. And what do you know? He got shit canned. I'm just sick of the face. It's all just a facade.
Yeah.
This is a big fucking joke to them. The guaranteed checks, no accountability, PR events galore. Look at me. I got my fancy sunglasses on out here and I'm flipping burgers and I'm the sheriff.
Yeah.
Gag. Oh, and about your complaint? Oh, yeah. We're gonna get back to ya. Yeah, the fuck you are. This city it's not in good shape when it comes to public safety. And this is what happens when you put the government in charge. So good luck when you need to call 911, because you are going to be on hold. And don't come here if you don't have to. Because if you get in some kind of horrendous accident or have a medical emergency, this is not the place to be. Or a victim of violent crime, you're screwed.
Yeah, victim of violent crime, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Don't even think about District 6 helping you if you're a victim of a crime.
Well, it's the
if you're
whole
a victim
operation.
of a violent crime and you're a bootlicker, they'd probably help you. But if you have a camera and you're recording the police,
yeah,
forget about it, man. They'll just let you get assaulted and.
There's my collar.
What else they'll do?
I think they ended the event because of my collar. They thought it was a weapon. So they said, we gotta split. This is getting scary, everybody. Pack up. Get the hell out of here.
That was funny though. That literally right after
Yeah.
you show up,
Within 15 minutes, they were packing up. And that was we got here at about 12:40, and they were gone by 5 after 1. Gone. Okay, I'm gonna read comments now. Let's see who's in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you.
Yeah, come sit down.
Is this one mine?
That one's yours. Yeah, because mine's all smashed up. All right, here we are. Okay.
Who we got?
Who's in here?
Chen Wow. Big G from Ohio. Adam Rago.
Do I have some new followers? I love it.
Chekhov Jackson here. Yeah, my live stream's down. My phone overheated. Melissa Stedman. Right on. Good looking out for doing the Amazon thing. It's just like free money that goes to her thing.
Thank you.
It costs you guys nothing. We got Fab Daddy is in the house. Liberty Blair. Oh, Sweet Tea's in here.
Hey, Sweet Tea! Missing you, girl!
Princess OPD's in the house.
Phyllis still in here. Hey, Phyllis. I'm perfect just the way I am. Well, look, honestly, if I wanted to have a job like that, I got a lot more perfection to aim for. I'm not going to be some lazy ass slug and pretend like, I could take on that kind of physical labor. Well, maybe that's why, because there really isn't a lot of physical labor. Maybe that's why so many of them are over. Even Guzman, did you see how overweight he was? I mean, I'm sorry. I have a right to be critical of that. There needs to be a physical fitness standard. The fire department, I mean, they have, you never
see an out of shape. I've never seen them. They're always muscular and fit. Because they live there for like a week at a time or whatever, 3-4 days, whatever
3
it is.
days on.
And they got the gym in there. They're lifting weights and stuff like that, But yeah, there should be. I mean, they say serve and protect. They're obviously not here for that. And the Supreme Court's ruled, right? Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. But you want to announce that?
Who is that? I can't
76 Emerson. Nice to see you guys for the 20. Thank you for the 20.
Oh, wow. Right on. Thank you. Much appreciated.
But, let's say that police actually were there to serve and protect. Let's say somebody was assaulting me or shooting at me or something. Who are you going to want to have there on the scene? A nice physically fit, man, or some guy that's like my grandma could probably outrun him, man, because he's just 50 pounds, 100 pounds overweight. I mean, some of these times these guys are like obese, like 100 pounds overweight.
Yeah. It's
a disgrace, It's
and
like,
the cost to the taxpayers for their damn insurance. Come on.
Oh yeah. I mean, how much, physical stuff do they have going on because they're overweight, right? They got type 2 diabetes or something. So.
And I hate to run. I would probably fail because I would refuse to run.
Right.
And you'd put me out on patrol?
Well,
they probably would.
What kind of exercise do you do?
I love my cardio. I've got great endurance, but it doesn't come from running. I hate to run.
Well, running's bad for your knees, too.
It's bad for your whole
All
body.
runners have your joints, your ankles, take so much hits every time you're running. That's why low impact, like really swimming's the best cardio because it works every muscle and it's like low impact. Cycling, the not bicycle or like the cycle bikes, the indoor ones. What are they called? What's the name for it? Spin bikes.
Class. I love those.
That's what I do for my warm up. I'll either shoot hoops or I'll do like 15 minutes of cycling.
That's why you should be a firefighter.
I wanted to be a firefighter.
I think you should apply.
They won't let me.
What do you mean they won't let you?
Criminal background.
That's why you need, look, that's why we were asking all these questions.
Yeah.
You should do it for educational purposes and you should be given an offer for a job and then decide.
Yeah.
Go through the process.
Maybe I should. Well, you want to come with me? We'll go down to Denver Fire and we'll all apply. We'll go together.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I would love to be a firefighter. I mean, it kind of goes against my code of ethics though, because
but you'd uphold your oath, so let's see how long you'd have the job. Don't take the job with the intention of not getting fired, okay? Because the second you decide to uphold your oath and not follow orders, they're going to shit can you.
Yep. Well, it's just it would go against my all my morals, though. I believe that taxation is theft, so it wouldn't give me much credibility when I preach taxation is theft and then go get a government job.
But they have a monopoly.
I would love
You
to
don't
just
have
go
a
see
choice.
if I could just what they would say about my application.
Yeah, I think you should.
So,
Who thinks he should? Give us a 1.
one, if I should go apply to be a firefighter.
Yes. Tell.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Is
Mine still running?
You probably have to. I always have to turn my phone off.
Let me see. Oh, it's back up, guys.
No, it's buffering.
Oh, okay, buffering. Yeah, I'm shutting it down over there, guys. Guys, I got 136 people in here.
Oh, but it's back up.
It's back up. Let's see. Okay, I'm back up. Oh no, I got 33 people in here. Guys, if you're in here, go over to Regan's chat. We're moving the party over to Regan, okay? Regan Benson, big sister.
We've got all 1s, and me too. I don't know, Mike. I don't know. We've got all 1s.
Oh, look, all 1s.
Work for the state instead of volunteering. Yay. So if the taxpayers want to pay us, I mean, okay, you know. But we would uphold our oath, so it's not likely we'd last very long, even if we got hired. I mean, look what they did to Mark.
Yeah, look what they did to Mark Rudolph.
He tried to uphold his oath, and he got shit canned.
So did they swear an oath too?
Yes, absolutely.
So have you tried to reach out to Mark yet? Via email?
I tried to call him a few weeks ago. I don't think he's very receptive to being back here. I think he's very humiliated, is my opinion. He shouldn't be, because we could really use him out here on the streets to help us, but maybe he really doesn't want to. He cares very much about the homeless. I know he does. But look what they did to him. I mean, 29 years?
Yep.
29 years.
And they just canned his ass because he wouldn't. What was he not doing? He wasn't serving the warrants to
No, it all really had to do with working with me.
Oh,
I got some of the personnel file records from the investigation that they did on him, and they were blatant lies. Somebody like Ray, the guy who likes to be walked, gave some false testimony that Mark took me to sweeps to ambush Ray. Yeah, I mean, just a lot of bullshit.
What's that guy's name?
Ray Burden.
Ray. Wait till you guys see the video, guys, that Regan did, that we put together.
Trying to take me for a walk.
Yeah, he's like, come on, Regan, let's go on a walk. Let's go on a walk. It's like totally condescending. They're like happy about like, wait till you guys see this video. This poor lady got kicked out. She's in hysterics, crying. They totally just towed her ass. And they think it's a big joke and it's all funny, dude. The cops all there looking at his watch, like they got that Ray, the fire department being condescending and rude to Regan. It's like they don't even care. They have no sympathy whatsoever, man.
Not even sympathy. How about just some apathy, just some basic understanding of the situation people are in? They don't give a shit. Glenn Stokes, he's the guy that actually writes the warrants. I don't think he's really enjoying what he's doing, but he doesn't have a problem doing it. It'd be better if, the camera wasn't on him, right?
Someone here says, I said someone says, and it's literally someone, apply for a private fire department. I don't know if they have those,
exist in
but
Colorado?
Here's the thing, they used to exist in the early 1900s, right? And here's the thing that people say that, well, without government, who's going to build the roads, right? That's like the main argument. I can't stand that. Basically what you're saying is, without government, we can't figure out a way to come up with a way to peacefully and cooperatively build a road without pointing guns at people, because everything the government does is through force, right? Or at least the threat of force. So that's ridiculous. And then like people say, well, fire and police, well, like I said, fire department used to be private, and how it was paid for is people would just like when they buy their home, just like you have homeowners insurance, you would have that added on as a thing of fire insurance, right? So, and then if you don't have fire insurance and the fire department has to come put out a fire at your house, it would just be like being irresponsible not having car insurance or something, right? You'd just be stuck with a big ass giant bill. Yep. But there's plenty of ways to fund these types of things without government, guys. Better actually, because it's cooperative. It's not through the barrel of a gun forcing you to do it, right? So that, I would love to see the fire department privatized. I'll pay because then you're spending money on things that you want, not things you don't want.
Well, services rendered, right? I mean, people feel that way about the education system. Why do I have to pay to educate your kids? Well, I think that's a fair question.
Yep.
You know, I've got 6 kids, you've got none? Yeah, I don't know. Why? Why should you? No, you shouldn't. So I'm all for privatizing education, 100%.
And that's just another immoral thing about property taxes too, is like, even if you built your house with your own hands,
you'll never own it.
If you want to continue to own it, then you have to pay rent to the government for the rest of your life. Otherwise, men with guns will come and kick you out of your home and steal it.
To that same government that has no accountability. That's what's so goddamn aggravating. We wouldn't even be out here with cameras if we were getting a return on investment, period. But we're not. People are getting murdered, beaten. It just...
And here's the thing, it's like, well, all the people talk about all the services the government provide, and it's like, you know, what if I went and mowed my neighbor's lawn, and then I knocked on his door and said, hey, give me $100? He'd be like, what the hell? I didn't ask you to mow my lawn. Get the hell out of my property, dude, before I kick your ass or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what government does, is they force a service on you and then expect you to pay for it, right? And if you don't pay for it, here's the thing too, guys, is that taxation is violent, right? And a lot of people think, well, taxation's not violent. Have you ever tried to not pay your taxes? Do you know what would happen to you if you decided I'm not going to pay taxes anymore, right? They'll come and steal your stuff, and eventually, if it goes on long enough, men with guns will come and take you away and lock you in a cage, right?
100%.
If you decide to not participate in your own kidnapping, they'll tase you, beat you, shoot you, do whatever they have to do to get you to go into the cage, right? So yes, taxation is violent, guys.
Talks with libertarians.
It's at least the threat of violence, though, right? Because the 99% of people are just going to, the threat of violence is enough to get them to comply. But I mean, without at least that threat of violence, government couldn't exist.
Gust of wind, knock my water bottle.
I love how we got 111 likes in here.
I know, and there's $32 in that super chat. So thank you, whoever put that additional money in there. We saw the one. Sorry, it was so bright out. So I appreciate all of those, their donations. They go directly to the nonprofit to go to direct street outreach for the homeless. I have a very busy week coming up. I've got a lot of loose ends to tend to. Denver is about to close one of the respite sites for the homeless. They gave them essentially an eviction notice and told them they had to be out by September 16th, and good luck. Yeah, told you that was coming. So I've got one guy that I've got to help secure housing. John, you're familiar with John. Some of you are. John's story. He cannot spend another winter out here. So we've got to wrap up some things for Jason when Jason gets out of jail. Jason's ready to get on track and not be out on the streets. So every dollar that you put in, whether it's through Super Chat or donations, goes to this direct street outreach to support these folks. And remember that there's more return on investment when you donate directly. All the ways to donate are in the About section of my channel. I'm sure they've been listed throughout the chat here. So, but these days are important to understand how our government is functioning, because they're the ones we have to deal with on a daily basis that come out there and tell people they don't have a right to survive. I've dealt with 911, I've dealt with the Sheriff's Department, I've dealt with the Denver Police Department, we've dealt with the K-9 unit. So, you know, every agency is involved out here. And the fact that Denver is telling this story that, you know, they just don't have enough employees. Well, you saw today how serious they are about getting more employees. So there you have it, folks. So education is key. So it is about 20 to 2.
I mean, technically they should still be open, right?
Yeah, it's not even, and they're gone.
They're gone.
They're just completely gone.
You packed it up. They're out of there.
Yeah, they were gone by 5 after 1. Hit that like button, please. Thank you very much. Government should be as small and as efficient as possible. But yeah, but the people won't.
Here's the thing about, okay, so yes, the founders had a really good idea, right? Small government. And Republicans are always about small government, but they're not really anymore. Like, what changes when a Republican president? They're still about, you know, policing the world with wars and like the welfare state, huge government, more spending, right? So it's ideally, like, if government could exist that way, that would be good, right? But here's the thing: when you have cancer, you don't cut out 97% of the cancer just to leave the 3% small, because it just regrows back into a full-blown cancer, right? You take out the whole thing. Well, it's just like less cancer is better than more cancer. In the same way, less government is better than more government, right? And again, guys, give your fellow man some credit. Everything that people think you have to have government for can be provided peacefully and cooperatively through the free market, I'm telling you. And they can be provided even better than what the government provides, right? Remember, if you got to keep 100% of your paycheck, how much better off you'd be if you got to choose which services you wanted to pay for, right? Or like the roads, be like, oh, there'd be tolls everywhere on the roads. There might be more tolls because there's private roads, but what I think would happen was, like, if you own a road, okay, then like say McDonald's wants to set up shop on your road, well, what they would do is they would charge McDonald's to build a driveway to connect to your business, and it would just go down as another cost of doing business for McDonald's, right? And they would maintain the road for you, right? But there's so many ways, guys, and people were like, well, we'd be invaded. The founders of this country were actually against the idea of standing armies, because the thing is that countries don't attack countries. Governments attack governments, right? It's not like me and Regan are here fighting like third world countries, right? That's your own government, and your own government is the one taking your freedoms away, not the third world country people.
Yes.
And that's what the Second Amendment was for, is because they wanted people to form well-organized militias. That's your best defense against being invaded, guys. And in World War II, when Hirohito was asked why he didn't invade the mainland, he said, quote, "There would be a rifle behind every blade of grass," right? That's your best defense against being invaded. And why would someone want to invade you anyways, right? What would be the reason?
Exactly. What are you doing?
Why would it be bad? It'd be bad because they're going to govern you, right? Just like your government's already doing now, right? So basically, like, for an incentive for them to come take us over, it would be like, look at those Americans over there. They like to pay taxes. Let's go take over the tax space, right? But essentially, if you're a society that refuses to be governed, and we have good, sufficient arms, I'm talking about a 9mm, I'm talking about all the stuff that the military has, well-organized militias. That's how you protect yourself against being invaded and have true freedom, guys. And there's a paradigm shift happening. You know, I believe scientists say that not only is there absolutely life on other planets, but it would be like, to say that there's not, that would be like the chances of like winning the lottery like 5 times in a row. Like the universe is so big, right? There's aliens out there. There's way more civilized societies out there, right? Do you think that they have governments? They're probably looking at us, this primitive little society that we have, and like, look at these poor people being slaves and thinking they're free, right? So yeah, still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Larry, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry, that's Lenny. Bet they get paid for a whole day. From today? Yeah, I'm sure they are. Oh, here comes Sheriff Diggins walking over here. I wonder what he's doing.
Sheriff Diggins.
He's probably parked over here. I wonder if he paid for a meter. Let's see where he goes.
Yeah, that's another thing, Mike. Send your taxes to the Ukraine. I mean, what are we, like 20 trillion in debt now? He's waving at us.
Is he? Bye.
And we're sending more billions, 40 billion to Ukraine. I mean, here's the thing, you can't help other people unless you help yourself first, right? Like when they say, when the oxygen masks come down and they say put your mask on first and then your child's, right? It's because if your child passes out, you can still help them. But if you pass out, your child can't help you, right? So before we start sending money to other countries, maybe we should work on our own stuff first. You want to see where he parked?
Yeah, because I want to see if he paid for his meter.
Let's go see. Oh, there he is. Come on, hurry.
Well, I just want to see where his car is. Let's check that meter. Does he have government plates? He just ran a red light? Wow. Was that his meter right there?
He paid.
He paid? Okay.
He totally ran a red light, kept my license plate off the street.
Huh.
He totally just took off that red light right there and just didn't even yield, man, just hauled ass. And so that's the thing, guys, about mundane stuff, right? That shouldn't even be a crime. I don't honestly think he should be ticketed for that, because he's a big boy and he can look and kind of see that there's no traffic and he can go. I don't think that's an issue. That's the libertarian stance, no victim, no crime. But to steal money from someone for that, is stupid. But how many of his sheriff's deputies have done that and pulled people over for that and wrote them a ticket and stole money from them because they did the exact same thing that the sheriff just did?
Well, the issue is rules for thee and not for me. That is, in fact, the issue. So, Wow, completely packed up. Everybody's gone. It's 1:45. So anybody that saw this advertised event that wanted to come wouldn't have been able to come. I mean, if they got here, they'd be very disappointed. I forgot to take in these pocket constitutions. We should have really handed these out today. Here, you want these?
No, you keep them.
No, I've got plenty,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I order them,
Yeah, I'll
so
take some.
you should be giving those out.
Okay.
So I have to go to a birthday party.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we're calling it a day.
Whose birthday?
Oh, it's a little guy.
Okay. Kid birthday party?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta go finish wrapping presents. As I just got back from my little 10-day stint of swimming with the dolphins. I wasn't really swimming with the dolphins, I was swimming with the turtles.
Oh, I know.
It was sea baby turtle hatch time. And I got to see some baby sea turtles. It was really freaking cool. But don't get me started on that whole save the turtles thing because the planet is too hot. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
But yeah,
Cameras.
you just had one hell of a vacation. I saw some pictures.
No, it wasn't really all vacation.
It was work too, but
yeah.
But you weren't hurting.
No, I
You
wasn't
got some
hurting.
good scenery and a really nice hotel and all that.
Oh yeah.
It was like something you see in a movie or something, guys. It was nice.
Hey, I'm all about making movies.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, well, there's some of the people, I guess. Oh, they're probably just hanging out to watch us. Make sure, you know, we're not going to get anybody on camera that might not want to be on camera. What's going on at stadium today?
At the stadium?
Yeah.
Which
'Cause
stadium?
I saw on I-25 it said the stadium parking was full.
Oh, for the Invesco?
Yeah. Do you know what's
I
going on?
have no clue.
Because it's dead, dead, dead down here. Of course, this is really no place to be anyway, downtown Denver. It's a dying cement circus down here. Yeah, remember Denver Police Department opened fires, you know, down in Lodo after the bars close or whatever, injure 6 people, right?
Yeah.
So what's their response? They don't allow food trucks.
I saw that.
What in the actual F?
Yeah.
Are they, does anybody have any basic physiological common sense that when you've got mass amounts of people and they've been drinking and there's no food? I mean, what could possibly go wrong there?
Right.
What in the fuck is Denver thinking?
Well,
That's what I'm talking
Denver,
about. They're
Denver
just
police,
stupid.
they screw up, right? And they shoot 6 people, innocent bystanders, and their response is ban the food trucks because that's causing people to gather and more crime. That's just that's not taking responsibility for your mess up, man.
And the general public knows it. They see it, they believe it, it's the truth, and they still double down with their stupidity and arrogance. And now they're going to allow food trucks on a certain block, but only from 9 to, what was it? 9 to 11, some ridiculous. Yeah, it's okay.
You keep the bus in here or no?
The bus?
Yeah.
Probably not in here.
I'm coming over there, but there's a construction over there.
Do you need light rail or the bus?
The bus. Take a bus for the federal.
Well, I would go ask those buses
Yeah.
down there where you catch your specific bus.
Yeah.
Because Auraria campus is huge. And there's a lot of bus stops in there.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's the other thing. Frickin' RTD. Holy shit. It's free for the month of August. Did you know that?
Is it?
Yeah, Regional Transportation District. That's our public transportation. It sucks so bad. They cannot even get ridership up without offering free fare. Shit you not. It's always breaking down. Nothing's on time. Some of the things aren't even running. Light rail's constantly breaking down. It's expensive as hell.
Statistically, I read, it's been a while, that Denver has the worst public transit, or not the worst, but one of the worst in the entire country.
Do.
And that was after they made the light rail. Before the light rail, it was like the worst one ever. But now, even with the light rail, it's still not very good.
But again, here we have government subsidized transportation. What could go wrong? Yeah. They can't even frickin' give it away. It's the truth. All right, I gotta go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
good to see you.
All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
see you
end
later.
this stream. You guys get in the car. So we got work to do this week. I will for sure see you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. All righty. So I'm back. I had a chilling effect on the job fair. How ridiculous. That was unbelievable. Wasn't it? We show up for an advertised job fair from 10 to 2. We come right in the height of it, a little after 12. And they literally pack up and leave within 15 minutes of us being here. Unreal. Hey, Joe Cool, how are you? Good to see you in here. Sorry I didn't see a lot of names. It's hard out in the light. But, yeah. Irish Rover! You miss me here. I'm back! I came to get a damn job. I didn't leave without a job. I left feeling dissatisfied. Lenny, good to see you. Reagan for president. That ain't gonna happen, Michael. Assassination on day one. All right, you guys, thank you very much for being in here. I am back, and I do have a lot of things to get done this week. Some very serious stuff is going on with some of our homeless friends, and of course, the cops have doubled down with their stupidity. I don't think any homes got towed while I was gone, which is an interesting twist, but I think we're going to start focusing more on lawsuits. So I did a lot of thinking, a lot of exploring, a lot of reading while I was gone. And I think the new approach, and I hate lawsuits. Lawsuits are bad for taxpayers, but, you know, they don't care. So I think the new approach is heading into suing government for civil rights violations. So stay tuned. That's all I have to say. Doesn't mean it's going to happen or that I'm going to get it accomplished, but I'm typically pretty good at accomplishing a few things. I may not get there 100%, or I may. It's hard to tell. So some new approaches are coming down the pipe, and I've got to help a few individuals out. That's what this nonprofit is about, is really focusing on individuals and getting them to meet goals and understanding their situation. So thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Hit that like button, everybody. Ways to donate are in the About section and probably shared throughout the stream. I've got to go. It's Saturday afternoon, and I've got another social event that I got to get to that I guarantee you when I show up, the party will get started. People aren't going to leave. Ellie, thank you. Ellie's here. Did I miss you? If I missed you in here, Ellie, I am so sorry. Amazon Smiles, all of that. All of that good stuff, you guys. So it's nice to come out with like-minded libertarians to things like this and go out and put government on blast. You could call it on blast. You are at a PR event and you're on blast and you failed again. You couldn't even follow through with a fucking job fair. Denver sucks, you guys. They're not serious about anything except eradicating the homeless. So, all right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Have a good weekend. See you soon.